back to Saxlingham, and we are working our way through field 10. The last field of wheat we're going to get to drill? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're nearly done with the drilling. We've got the Fent on the roller that you will see running away. All lights on. Job is a good one. So, you will have seen at the start of the video, we've been... what would the adjective be? Smashing through the contracts. I had a lot of fun doing them. And I'm also really enjoying the sort of montagey bits as well. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. That's why there is a skip function on YouTube. So if you don't like it, just skip. But yeah, it's been good fun, and it's a great way to show what we've been doing. The money is looking mighty healthy, so we are in a good position to not only be able to lease the sugar beet harvester that we're going to need, but also buy plots. I think it was 80. Was it 80? Yeah, and get some Highland cows. Now, talking about cows and milk, so we'll start with the cows. So I did a little bit of testing, and I forget the name of the mod that we installed that shows us how much food the cows eat each day, but that only picks up the base game feeding. So when I was looking at it and it was saying, oh, 11,000 litres, I was like, brilliant, okay. So I went out the game and I tweaked the actual XML for realistic animals, and we bumped it up a little bit. And then came back in, I was like, oh, it's not moved it. So then I cranked up the in-game percentage to 500%. Filled the animal barn, the cow barn, and then slept. And they ate it all. Ooh. So this is on a test save. So I cloned this save, and then I went in and I did the testing on there. So I filled the barn back up again and dropped it down to I think like 400. Kept going, and yeah, it was caning through it. So we are now set at, I think it's 200%. Let's just have a butcher's. Yeah, 200%. And that means they eat about 30-something thousand litres a day, which I think for the game is fine. We can then, like, it just simulates having to feed once a day, which is what we want. So that's all good. So I need to clean this off. I then need to refill and empty the fertilizer twice, because I just easy devved it in because I couldn't be bothered to drive back to the farm. But I want to get the money, well, not get the money down, but, you know, take the money off. So we'll do that. Then we will sleep. Probably need to then feed the cows first, and then we can just make sure I haven't pressed anything with my mouse there. Ooh. And then we can get to purchasing the plot and get some Highland cows in there. So yeah, that is going to be the plan. We'll also need to start the sugar beet harvest. So yeah, it's going to be a busy old day. I've just made some TMR. I was going to say I made a quick mix of TMR, but it's always quick. It's not exactly overly complicated. So that has left us just under 10,000 litres. Smock Ugly Smith. Not that Smock's Ugly Smith, but he spotted the name. Which, by the way, is completely random. Same as Mean Gypsy and Chance. What else have we got? Nice Kaputza. Brownie. Eclipse, Bubbles, Nirvana, cool name. Spirit, very good. So yeah, they're full. So remember that number. I'm going to look such a moron now if it doesn't actually Now, what I will do is move the tractor out the way so it doesn't draw. It somehow just draws the feed out of the mixer wagon, I find, if you park it there. So lights off, beacons off. There we go. So 60,000 litres of food in there. Now we will go and sleep, and we'll see how much they eat. And one thing I will say is it looks like they've eaten everything. And bear in mind, when I was doing my testing, it would have been 24 hours, whereas we've just done 11 and a half. So let's call it 12. So they have eaten just under 20,000 litres, whereas this says 11,000 a day, a year, 426. So yeah, not quite right, but I need to remember to take it out because it is just going to confuse me. But yes, so 20,000 litres, so yeah, 40,000 litres a day, which I don't think is too shabby. We've got plenty of ingredients around us, so yeah, job is a good one. So we'll do a morning feed. There we go. I don't know why the fill plane sort of disappears completely. It's a bit odd, but yeah. So we'll get this put away. Now, I don't know whether to get the spraying done first or the harvest. Is that going to go in first time? Oh, my word. Might have to clip that for posterity. Right, so you can stay there. I think we'll do the harvest. Yeah, let's get that done. And then that is job as a good done. Now, what do we need? So there's a trailer there. We'll take the... Ooh. I've just had a running plan. Why don't we? And I completely missed this until I watched. I think it was FSG&R's his new series on Kinlake, and they're using these. So 26,000 litres versus what are ours? This one, like that, is 21. No. Yeah, 21,000. So it's a wee little upgrade. We could lease those, couldn't we? Lease a couple of them. Do we need a couple? I'll get one. I'll get one for now. I think we're going to be doing those to running, to be fair, because we're going to have to tip it in the barn. We haven't got a silo to put it in. So I'll get that sorted. We'll get a harvester, and yeah, let's just crack on with it. So for those of you that are running, thank you for interrupting there, Mrs. Cow. Realistic livestock. Is it realistic livestock we're running? Yeah. Animals? Oh, I don't know. Can't remember. I've been getting the same Saxlingham cow barn has new messages, and I'm like, well, where are they? If you come into, and we'll come back to these two in a minute, if you come into the actual animal menu at the barn, there you go. You see that we've had babies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is fair enough. Which I quite like that because yeah, it sort of takes the pop up away, so you don't. I guess sometimes you lose the messages, but yeah, we can just clear all of those. Now we'll go back to these, and I panicked at the start. Oh, we've got diseased animals, but these are the ones you can buy. Why you would want to buy diseased animals, I do not know. But yeah, poor little Highland cow is diseased. But yeah, we're looking pretty good now. Why is it still showing messages? No, okay. But yeah, we're doing all right. The milk is starting to go up quite nicely, and yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there now. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, little Hereford bull. Where are our newborns then? Ah, here. There we go. Oh, good. Holsteins, super duper. That's what we want. Right. Around here, we have... Why am I walking? We've gone for the Holmer Pterodos, just because we can. It holds a bit more, a couple of more thousand litres than the Roper. The field rolling is going well. Checking he's actually still moving. Didn't look like he was, but yeah. And we've got the tram lines, which is superb. Right. Let us crack on now. I think what we'll do is we'll get the sugar beet done. Then we'll buy the plot of land. And then we'll fill it. Well, maybe not fill it. But certainly get on the way to filling it with some Highland cows. So, let's be careful not to swing into the John Deere. And beacons off and unfold. Right, so we want to be going clockwise around the field. Okay. Are you going to work? Yes, lovely. Right. I should crack on, make a start, and see you very shortly. This is a little bit sketchy. I love the old crab steering, and we're doing it to, you know, protect the crops in the ground. But yeah, that was close, and there's a bush appearing, which hopefully we're going to be fine with. We were a little bit close to some of the trees down the other side of the field, but yeah, all good. We started off, what, halfway through that headland down there. I've gone all the way down the side, done a few passes at the top. I've set 10 headlands, just so that, let's get that out. There we go. We've got plenty of turning room. There we go. Super. Right. Can we, with this, do that? Ah. There we go. That should be enough, I think. There we go. Right, let's find... No. No. Yes. Right. Couple of trips, get this unloaded, and we shall carry on. But a reasonable yield. I think that we might need to find somewhere else to park the JCB telehandler in between feeds for now. But yeah, I'm not knocking it. It's what we need. You know, we've got the silage, we've got the hay. We'll have plenty of sugar beet as well, I think. So yeah, job's a good one. Let's go. Have a quick turn around in the lay-by. Let's go get it tipped. Got a little bit of time later, as per normal, and we have done the headlands top and bottom, and the headlands to our left. So we're just finishing the up and downs on this side now. I haven't got crab steering on at the moment because it does prove slightly difficult, or not difficult, that's the wrong word. It's more cumbersome when turning. Now, for whatever reason, for me, and I'm hoping it's not coming through on the footage, is that I keep getting some real weird frame rates, but it's not showing up in OBS, so I hope it's not coming through. If it is, and I'll check once when I do the edit, basically. Yeah, I don't know, just it's weird. I'd minimise the game window, open it back up, and then the AMD overlay started, and ever since then it's been, in fact, let's put ramp steering on now. There we go. That left? Yeah, it's going. And ever since then, it's been really horrible. I don't know whether to stop and restart the machine. Yeah, never mind. Never mind at all. We have done, and I have been keeping count, we have done 7 unloads so far. So that's 140 something thousand, more than that. Which is rather good indeed. Now I know we've done a fair bit off the field, but yeah, we're getting through it. We are 1.2 hours in now, and we are getting hammered on the leasing costs, as you would expect. So yeah, I was wondering if it's worth, I don't know, no it's not, would it be? Like getting a loan and then just buying the machine and then selling it back, but yeah. Right, this is currently unplayable for me, so I am going to do a bit of a restart, and I'll be back with you. Way back, and it seems to have sorted itself out. So yeah, if in doubt, turn it off and back, turn it off and back on again. But this is load numero 10, so that means there is 200, or so far, 267,000 litres off of the field, which is bloody good. I thought I'd come and show you my pile, not plural, because that'd just be weird. Right, so there we go. Lovely jubbly. Keep edging forward. Back it up. Time to drive over them. Don't want any pre-crushed sugar beet before we chop them. Lovely. Need to wait so we don't damage the roof of the door. Oh dear. I would, yeah, I would do that if I wasn't paying attention. Right, back up to the field. Now, need to think, get me days right. So, last week for you, this week for me, saw the announcement of the Year 2 Season Pass. Pause for hysterical laughter. Now, as it was before, i.e. Year 1, you have no idea what we're going to get. And it is the same this year. I don't know why people are saying, oh, I don't like it, I don't know what the idea of it all is, I don't know what I'm going to get. It was the same last time. People seem to forget these things. Now, let's just do one thing. There we go, right. That's better. It also saw the, if you pre-order, you get the, need to be careful with this one, the JCB WFT, world's fastest tractor, not another version of that. Let the back end out. There we go. Now that looks pretty cool, and yeah, there's two DLCs and a map. So, you know, it's there's always a risk with pre-order that you're not going to really like what is released. So if you're unsure, then don't do it. It's simple. You know, you're not being forced into it. But if you do want to do it, use code CARTECH. Shameless plug. I will pre-order because it saves money in the long run. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. But like, it's a free country, mostly. You want to order it, then order it. The moaning again. Oh my word. I know. Well, I don't know. I know second hand, third hand, that communication is not the best from Giants with things like this, like the cost of it, yada yada yada. I don't see that at the moment. You know, if I was expecting sort of pre-release information and then you could release as soon as the embargo's lifted, then I would probably be more miffed and annoyed. But I'm not at that point yet. So I refuse to get wound up about it. And after all, it is just a game. So, yeah. Let's turn that off again. There's a lot of flicking around with the old steering, but I think we might as well just wait here and get unloaded, because that'll fill the trailer, and we can just plod on, do a load more, and I mean, we're making steady progress. Thought I'd open the field just because, why not, really? Why not? Right, I'll crack on. We need to hurry up and get this done. We're not going to do it in half an hour. So we will be paying another obscene fee. But, yeah, it is what it is. Can he change it? So I'm not going to get stressed about it. Well, 17 loads dumped. And we are actually... It actually feels like we're not far off now. Let's have a look. How many... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and the pass that we're on left to do. 0.7 of an hour, well, probably 0.6 more like, before we end up paying even more moolah. But yeah, apart from this weather, which I am going to class as drizzle, because there is rain approaching in the forecast, so that's the only thing that I can sort of liken it to, really. That fine rain. Soaks you right through. But yeah, we are, you know, this is our last sort of, I'm just double checking before I make that statement. Yes, this is the last field that we have got to harvest, so let's do that. That should then kick the wheels out again. Yeah, job's good. I don't think we can plant anything else. We could put barley in or wheat, but I'm thinking... I don't know. We're going to have... We know we've got enough silage. We're going to do hay again in the spring. Because there ain't no way it's going to dry in this sort of weather. Although the temperature's 23 degrees. I wish. It's blooming freezing here in the UK at the minute. Literally really, really cold. Now I know we have got people in colder climes watching, so yeah, cold for us here. But yeah, I don't know what to put in. Maybe we do a spring canola. Would be worth doing, and it'll give us time to get it limed, get it ploughed, because I'm pretty sure he says should know by now. Yes, needs ploughing, so we'll have to get the old Subus Soilerus out. But yeah, maybe that's what we go for. A bit of canola. Now we could put other things in, but for the sake of then, yeah, with this, it's a means to an end with the old sugar beets. Lower down, there we go. Because we're going to use them, and then they'll have an output of milk, manure, slurry, potentially some beef if we get the Highlands, and we might sort of supplement feed them with some TMR as well. So that's going to work from that point of view. And I don't really want to do anything too, what would the word be, exotic. I'm trying to keep it to things that would actually be grown. Onions. Oh, the planting. Oh no, harvest season's now. That's olives, you stupid boy. Onions, August, September. I don't know. If I'm unsure, it's because I is. I don't know what to put in. I'm thinking canola. If you've got any thoughts, and I immediately regret saying that because one, I will not be doing poplar, and two, what else is there that I really don't want to be doing? Anything too heinous. I'm thinking canola is going to be the one to do. Like I say, we can start to advance time a bit more. Concentrate on feeding the cows, looking after the livestock, that good stuff. Get this limed, ploughed in our own time. No major rush. And yeah, job should be a good one. Now what I'm going to do is get out of there and get it unloaded whilst we're down here. Makes sense. Yeah. Other than that, I'm really enjoying this series. I'm really enjoying the fact that I have a mechanism to be able to play it off camera and then show you what I have been doing. Alright, it's not 100% of what I'm doing, but it still is an insight into it. I am enjoying and all of this, the next part is just massaging my ego. I'm enjoying the amount of views the videos are getting. They seem relatively consistent, and the subs are creeping up. At time of recording, we are 2 away from 1800, which, you know, over the small growth, and we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I like it. I'm enjoying it. It's nice to get the interaction in the comments, and it is all, you know, it is all just, as I just said, an ego massage, but in a nice way, not in a big-headed way. So yeah, I mean, you'll see just how many, as I need to write down another mark on my tally chart. So there we go. And now I'm driving a bit into the heap, but just trying to keep it somewhat away from the door so we can actually get in and tip. Excuse me, I have a little frog in my throat. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm just saying thank you all for watching. Yeah, let's keep going. Well, you know me. Can't leave a sugar beet behind. So, we have done 19 loads at 26,700 per load. That gives us 507,300 litres plus. Don't lock on me now, phone. Come on. Oh, why are you being like that? There we go. Plus 12,239 equals, as near as damn it, 520,000 litres of sugar beet. I'm glad I didn't do one of the big fields. Let's put it that way. Right. Let's get this unloaded. Whilst that is doing, we'll turn the lights off. And then we'll fold up. Come on. Hold. Hold. Why not? Ah, piping. There we go. Aimers on a combine, you daft apeth. There we go. And we'll just pop that there. Ah. 2.5 hours. And that is why things do just take longer. There's no other reason for not making more videos. If I could, I would. Now, this one is probably going to be a relatively long one. There have been points where I've been getting air, chatting for a relatively long time, and that all mounts up. So, I am going to dump this lot in the shed, and then we're going to buy the plot, which I think is 80. I'm pretty sure it's 80. And then I will put in the I'll put in the pen. What I might do is just try, I'm assuming, and we know that assumption is the mother of all cock-ups, that the new cattle just add themselves in to the pens and it'll be fine. Right, so let's do one thing first. Let's go and disconnect that and return it. Oh, I haven't even returned it. Select return. Return, yes. Man, why are you being so slow? Return, yes. Yes. Return. No. What? What? I don't get why it's being so laggy. Return. There we go. It was me pressing the wrong button. That's why. Aha. Right. I will. Let's tell you what. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Chatting, boy, and get on with it. It was lots. I think it was 80, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Because, yeah, 81's there. I'm going to visit it just to check. Yes. Yes, it was. Right. Field 80 by 107 grand. Job's a good one. Right. I'm going to put the pasture in and then I'm going to check things first and then we'll buy some Highland cows. So the pasture is in. We can hold 188 lovely animals. So let animals to sell on. Oh, of course, I need to buy them first. Feel tired. Feel so tired. Right, no one Herefords. We don't want Herefords. We don't want Hereford. We want Highlands. So let's just have a butcher's through here. Please be some decent ones. Is that really it? Okay. No. No, 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 no. You. I selected. There we go. We are going to have to find where they have gone. Aha. Running warp speed. Look. They are so cool. Look at them. I love them. I think they're brilliant. Oh, that's great. What I will do is refresh the animal dealer and see if we can't some friends to keep company and maybe also a male. Yes, I know, and we'll probably need to do a mix and stick it in here. I mean, it'll last for ages, but I shall do it anyway. Yeah, I did it on a slightly different angle here, because yeah, they're not always horizontal to the gateway, are they? So yeah, and that, everybody, is it for this episode. Massive shout out to the YouTube channel members and the Patreons. Thank you all very, very much. you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like. If you're new, think about subscribing. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care. Welcome back to October 3 on Saxlingham. So we have got to finish this field of spraying. We are then going to lime the field that was sugar beet, and we will start to, well, we'll get that ploughed today as well. I have purchased another 11 Highland cattle, so they are all very happy at the moment in their new pasture. Off camera, let's just put cruise control on, and we will activate the GPS so we don't crash. I have sprayed off field 12. Now I've just looked, and we do need to apply some fert to 12, 2 and 9, and 3s will get sorted once we plant it. But I'm thinking we're going to do that in the spring. So I am going to try and stick in the tram lines, get this field sprayed off, and we will rejoin most likely when we are liming field number, shocking, field number 3. There we go. So I'll see you in a little bit. Well, we're actually using little to no lime at all. Hardly seems worth doing it, but we've started, so we'll finish. Now, I was umming and ahhing whether to mulch this, but I don't think there's much point. There's no stubble to speak of, so yeah, I don't know why I've slowed my words down there. But yeah, we're going to do the liming, and what I might do is then sleep into November, because then we can do a bit of feeding of the cows and all that good stuffs, and then assuming weather permitting, we can then set the ploughing going. I think that sounds like a plan, because one, we don't need to hang around now. We've got everything off the fields. We've got plenty of food, the animals. So yeah, no point lingering. Now, in the last episode, I can't remember if I mentioned what we were going to do with milk. Now, I know we said about the coos. Now, I have only set one headland, but I'm going to do another. So milk-wise, it was, I mentioned the milk sales. Now, I don't think I've put that in yet. I can't remember. I don't think I have. But what I have done, and a big thank you to Eagles for this idea and then subsequent mod. We want to be going here. Yeah, that's it. Just checking. I thought I'd try with the lines off. He has created me a mod, basically, that how to word this, doesn't control the price of milk. Well, I suppose it does. It fixes it through the months. So we're almost, how would you say it, simulating the fact that we're in a contract with a dairy, so they give us a set price. So yeah, so that's the plan. What I do need to do is activate the milk sales mod. So every day it will sell, and you know, job is a good one. But yeah, I thought because I know I said that, oh, we're going to talk about cows and then milk, and then I kind of realised afterwards, near enough when I ended the recording. I was like, I don't think I mentioned milk. So if I did, then fine. If I didn't, then you know now. So yeah, job's a good one. So we are definitely going to have enough lime to complete this field, which is blooming marvellous. There we go, let's get that on. Are we on another weird line? Bizarre how it calculates. Well, it's not bizarre, it's just what it is, I suppose. Right, let's get this done. We'll sleep, and I'll see you in November, and we will get the cows fed and hopefully start some ploughing. Well, that's a lovely heap of TMR. Right, so let us get to these fed. Now, I've been up with the John Deere and I have topped up the water at the sheep and goats. We have got a little bit of wool, which is good. There we go. So how much do they need? So sheeps and goats is good. Oh, they're near enough full. Super. They've got loads of meadow now, so that's good. That is good. What I'm going to do is... let's do a... It's raining, so we can't be doing much in a field at the moment, so we will make a mix-up. Advance the time somewhat. Are we going to get around there? Yes, we are. There we go. Drop that about there. Grab ourselves. Ooh, hello, front weight. Smash me shins on that. There we go. Let us scoop up the pile that we've got here. Oh, hello, doors. Does make navigating around in here now. I suppose it's not difficult, really, is it? It's just me being a complete novice of a driver. There we go. Through the wall. And we'll drop that in there. Lovely. Super blooming duper. I do like the fact that we have to do a bit of a different mix. Just brings a different element to it, doesn't it? Because TMR is easy anyway. As long as you get the right ratios, you're good. I mean, we're not talking Maze Plus levels of having to... or even Terra Life. You know, we're not talking that level of complication. So, yeah, but it's nice to add a little bit of variety into it, which is good. Nearly done. Wish you could speed this up a little bit, but then I suppose guessing chop and sugar beet is pretty difficult anyway. Not exactly an expert in the matter, but I would imagine it's yeah, needs a bit of time to do. So we will drop this down here. There we go. We'll go and grab the forks, and I'll see you down at the bale storage. So we did have our lease payments go out at the as it's the start of the month, so that took about 20 something grand off of us, which luckily we have plenty in the bank to cope with. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. There we go. Perfect. Job's a good one. Right, we will pop that there. Engine off. And go and give this to the coos. Now, luckily, I suppose, yeah, luckily we haven't got to advance too much time because the rain has stopped. You see they're getting through the old meadow. Aha, I love it. Right, we'll top these up. Pop the mixer wagon in the shed. And then we're good if it rains again. There we go. Hardly seemed worth it. Did the others need anything? I don't think they do they really? 60,000, 50,000, 107,000 litres of meadow. No, you are all fine. Marvellous. Right. I shall get this put away. I already have the... Oh, is it going to go in? Can we do it again? Oh, it's so close. I already have the JCB with the Dundee subsoiler plough thingy up at field ready. So we'll head up there momentarily and start turning some soil. Lights off. Job's a good one. Right. It does make me chuckle when I go to walk, so I'm just going to end the recording and tab to the vehicle. I'll see you in the JCB. Flowering underway. I've just been at a lovely sandwich. I'm smacking with chops. It was that nice. A chicken and bacon club. Oh, I haven't had one of those for ages. That used to be, and this is going to sound very random, that used to be my go-to Saturday lunch time, dinner time, whatever you want to call it. When I was in India, they did a beautiful one that was toasted. It was chicken bacon, it had an egg on it. Oh, it was glorious. It was glorious. Which leads me on to a random question. What's your go-to sandwich? Let me know in the comments section below. I don't know why that popped into my head. Oh, you know, bit of audience participation. But yeah, I mean, this is going to take... it'll take a while, this will. I've gone for 5 headlands. We'll just run up and down, up and down, up and down, and then do either end. I think is probably the easiest thing to do. There we go. I mean, this thing turns like a barge as well, so, you know, that's the thing. But, I mean, I like doing it. You will probably have heard Disturb say it in the past, but these sort of what some might class as monotonous jobs, you know, just go up and down, I quite enjoy. You just switch off. You know, once I do a little bit off camera, I'll stick YouTube on. I mean, I'm binge watching at the moment Mr. Farquhar's survival challenge. It's a series I'd completely overlooked, but it's really enjoyable, and there's plenty of them to go at. So yeah, that's me sorted for hours on end. But yeah, I quite like doing stuff like this. It is good fun. Well, it's about an hour later, and I don't know why I chuckled then. And I've watched one and a bit Mr. Farquhar and his survival challenge episodes. I remember doing that on, I think it was Calmston, and we were doing I want to say a sugar beet contract. Yeah, I think it was. I'm just trying to think. And yeah, I'd used Mr. CDP videos as a measurement of time. Just not knocking it. It's one of those just ways to escape, isn't it? You know, sitting in, being an actor in a tractor, sticking a video on and just switching off for an hour. It's brilliant. And I can't, well, there are other games that you can do that in, I guess. Well, I'm sure there is for lots of people. But yeah, it's you can't beat Farming Simulator for that. It's just one of those ones where you think, I don't really have to concentrate. You know, if you're playing something like, I don't know, let's say Timberborn or Schedule 1, which are the other games that I seem to be playing a fair bit recently. You always have to think a little bit with those as to what you need to do next, whereas with jobs like this, you just up and down, up and down. The purr of the engine. Yeah, that's awesome. It's fantastic. It's, yeah, I mean, I've left the time times 5. You know, if we don't get it done in this game day, we've got plenty of time. What I think we need to do is when we get to the end of this row is just have a look at time saving stock check, because I'm conscious that let's go to about there and lift that up. Right, let's have a butcher's. So, ooh, that's only £7 off. I see that our chaff has turned to silage. 1 million litres, it's ridiculous. 520,000 if we were to sell it, which we're not going to because we really do need it. We need to make hay. I say we need to. But we're all right for a little bit. I need to get those 2 bales out and just blitz them away. That's fine. Everything else, nearly 4,000 litres of milk, which is good. Manure and slurry are going up, so need to remember that. Now, what did I was going to leave those? Is that 2 passes there? Is that 2? Yeah, okay. Right, let's go. Now, which way do we want to start this? We need to go this way. I think I worked it out at. And we're going to have to do an extra little fill in there. So let's go from about here. And let's lower down. And let's put that on. Let's that away. I don't know why I stopped so short there. That's mildly annoying. But yeah, I thought if we do this, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it should end up at that end. And then we can hopefully, yeah, end up in the right spot. What's going on? Oh, we are going that far across. Okay, we don't need to. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Right. Let's just plough the bits that we need to. Instead of going over old ground. Oh, right. Let me push on. I'll do some more. I probably don't even need the guidance steering for this. Famous last words. Let's make sure we're right backed up and levered. And we missed a bit. I don't think I've got the dynamic layering on this, but this one does seem to work slightly better at sort of a steady lower. Right, let's go straight forward, because then we'll catch that bit that I missed on the up and down row. And yeah, let's just get this finished. We'll probably end up sleeping. I'm tempted to put a worker on cultivation. I know I've said not to go over old ground, but I am. That's because I want to get this bit. And then we'll see what's about to do, but I do think it's going to be a case of just getting on and progressing through the months now. So another thing that I don't recall mentioning, oh, a bit of a bump there, sir, is the fact that, why is it not showing in there? That's interesting. So there was we did one of the videos, we did a load of corn harvesting, and we got 36,567 litres left over. So we might as well activate that. Yeah, that's right, on straw, corn. Jobs are good. Because there would be one bit, wouldn't there? There would be one little bit Because 36 grand's worth of corn is not to be sniffed at. Can we do this without hitting a tree? Perfect. We are done. And probably just in time as the light is beacons is rapidly leaving us, so we'll get this back to the yard. Am I going the right way? Yes. We'll sleep. I shall see you in the morning. Funnily enough, that's what happens when you sleep. Let's put some high beams on. There we go. And yeah, we'll take it from there. I think feed the cows, set a worker doing some cultivating, and yeah, just sort of those winter months jobs. Now, actually, one thing I will do in the morning is we're going to get the cows in from the pasture, not the fluffy ones as Disturb calls them. Right, let's put this here, turn those off, lights off, enter. We're going to bring the cows in. So that'll be the job for tomorrow. So, I shall walk home, and see you in the morning. So I've stuck the New Holland on the cultivator to get that field sort of ready for planting come the spring. There we go, nicely done. So what we'll do is we will yes, let's leave that, no, not leave that there because it's going to be in the way. Let's put this out of the way. There we go. Up here should be fine, because what we can do then is leave that there like so. Go and grab the animal trailer, which is down by the pasture. Go check me for remembering. And then we'll bring the cows up. Now, we need to keep an eye. I need to keep an eye. Ooh, cut the corner. On just how much they eat. Because if we've only got... I need to... Let's go. Monitor. If we've got 56 cattle in there at the minute... I could turn these on, but it grieves me to pay for them. Eagles. I could go in and change that in the code, couldn't I? Yeah, so we're gonna have 78. We're gonna have 80 cattle in there. So what I'm saying is, basically, we need to make sure that they have enough food. Now, if we take a look at the barn itself, it's only 60,000 litres. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing this, move the cattle, and then go in to the wherever the file is in the map, funnily enough, and just upping that to 100,000, I think. So we're then at least we're safe for not running out of food, because we don't want to do that. I might also increase the slurry while I am there, but first things first, let's shift the coos about. So if we can get spun round, the gate opens inwards, so that's fine. Ooh. Oh, I didn't hit it. I didn't hit it. That was a little bit close, though. One did get a little bit carried away on the reverse pedal. That's strange saying reverse pedal, because I am just pressing the brake. There we get. Ooh, I didn't realise there was such a drop there. Right, so we may as well start at the top, haven't we? I think we can hold 12. So 3, 6, 9 and 12. Move selected. There we go. And that should mean... Yeah. Huh? Okay, that's fine. We might have to do 3 trips, but let's get out of there. Close the gate. I do sometimes rue the day I said about doing things properly. Right, let's shift these girls. Look at them. And I'll bring you back in when I'm doing the next load. But the reason I got a little bit confused before was that I thought it was 12 it holds. It actually says that it's 10, but we managed to move 11 somehow. So yeah, not quite sure. Well, I am now sure what happened. So yeah, it wasn't me being poor at maths. It was just misremembering on how many the trailer could take. So yeah, split the loads up. Thought, why not? So I think we are about done for this episode. The cultivating can run along in the background. We will probably come back in December, I think, because the price for the canola OSR should be at its best then, so it would be worthwhile us being about to get that sold. In the meantime, I will what am I going to do? Yes, make the changes to the barn. Oh, good time. It's just started to rain. I'll make the changes to the barn that I said I would do. I will also try to clear the monitoring fees, because it would be good to have that on. And yeah, we'll go from there. Now, I'm not averse to having to lower the percentage of feed if it becomes something that is just ridiculous. We will cross that bridge together when we come to it. But yes, cows are in for winter. In as in the sense that they have a shelter now if they need it. The Highlands will be absolutely fine. Thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Big shout out to the YouTube channel members and the Patreons. You're all fantastic. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care. Welcome back to Saxlingham. I have been out the game, funnily enough, since the last episode. I mean, it's 10, 20, maybe half an hour since I finished recording the last episode. So, I could not, for the life of me, find in the XML the, yes, I know, the code, the fee for stopping the monitoring charges. There we go. That's the words we want. So I have applied the monitor, and we shall see how much. 1,700 a month. So I've put it on only where we've got animals now, so it makes sense. 49,000 litres of food a day. We'll get... Why is there 2 waters? Interesting. Manure, 9,000 litres a day. Liquid manure, 9,000 litres a day. Job is a good one. Now, the other thing I've done is increased the slurry to 150,000 litres and the food capacity to 100,000 litres. So, hello. Yeah, it's very chatty. So, what we could also do is dry corn is on the way up in January. We are getting, do you know what? We are going to sell canola now. I'm not going to be greedy. £3 off the max price. That'll bring us in a tiny bit of cash. So what we need to do is, I was going to check on the Highland cattle because I didn't actually come and look at them in the last episode. So we'll go and do that very quickly. Then we'll head up to the, in inverted commas, truck park. And we'll then come back down to the farm. We will load up with canola. And yeah, we'll go from there. But these are all alright. 57,000 litres of meadow, 46,000 litres of food. I was showing these to Mrs. Carter last night. They are so... She was very impressed how cute they are. I do think the animals are so much better in this version of the game. I really do. Right. Let's go and grab a truck. And, yeah. Come on. Make a bit of cash. There we go. Right. I'll see you in a moment. We shall grab ourselves the beast little truck. It's not even little, is it? It's blooming massive. And yeah, we'll sell some canola. As we come past the entrance nearly, field 3 I was going to say, you'll see the New Holland still working away. Getting that field cultivated for us. I've missed using this truck. I do. Something interesting going on with the old wheels. Do you not like going at speed, old truck? Now, I bet some absolute noob has left a trailer in the way there. Of course they have. Of course they have. Right, tractor. Hello, le tractor. I don't know why I've got super strength on. There we go. Let's get that trailer shifted. In fact, if we hadn't left the truck where we'd left it, we could have put the trailer in there, couldn't we? Oh, bit of spillage through. Bit of spillage. That's actually not, considering how much is in there and how close we are on both sides. Is there any of this side? No, that's not actually bad, to be fair. We saving. Right, let's get that hooking up there. Let's back this bad boy up. There we go. We'll put the trailer in there and we'll fill up with some canola. I have to think then where I would have put it, but it would be in here. I don't know why it would be anywhere else. Right. Let's get this into here. First time, of course. There we go. That can stay on there for now. I'm walking between each one because I've had this parked. Now I could unpark it, clearly. But it didn't seem worth it for the 5 or 10 minutes that we're going to be using it. So, yeah. Right. Let's get this in here. Slow and steady. Avoids the barns. There we go. Are we under the trigger? We are indeed. Superb. Right. Let's get this loaded up. It's going to take a little bit of time. And I'll see you down at the sell point. Now, normally we would have gone left down there when using auto drive. But I always forget which one it is. I always forget which one it is. Flotman Green, tag the place. It's that one over there. Marvellous. Flotman Green, untag place. Oh, there we go. Oh, cultivating's finished. Marvellous. There was just a great demand popped up for the animal dealer grain, actually, but it was for soybeans. I thought, oh, that'd be absolutely perfect timing. Now, let's just, yes, tip side back, dump a canola. 59,000 litres will give us, whoa, nothing if we tip it all over the floor. How much are we getting? 42 plus 5 is 47,000 pounds. Blooming marvellous. I reckon we've got another 1, 2, 3 loads, which is not bad. So yeah, another 104,000 to come now. Which way are we going to be best going out? I think we'll go this way. Aha. Right. I shall do the next load, and I'll catch back with you on the third and final load. Well, basic maths was never really my strong point. This is the third load. However, it's not the final load. We still have... Let's just cruise control and quickly look. Wrong menu. Another 27,000 litres to go. But I'd rather have that problem than not have a full third load. I don't really know now. I don't really know, but look at the lighting. I'm loving this map. Still, if you hadn't noticed, it is glorious. So, I think the cunning plan... That's like machine gun fire. Good job there's no residents around here. You'd think there was an invasion. The plan is gonna be to get this and the partial load sold. Then I don't think there's anything left to do on the farm, which is handy. So we can skip through. We'll get to December and we'll check the dry corn price. If that's any good, then we'll get that logged as well. There's no point hanging on to it. There we go. And then, yeah, we are just going to be feeding cows, which I don't actually mind doing. I got a little bit confused when I went to get some bales out of the silage and hay bale storage. So I said, why have I got two different sizes of silage? One were the ones that we did with the Govile static baler. So yeah, they are 5,500 litres versus the 5,000 when we've made them as grass silage. So that's why. So I mean, it's no problem at all. A bit more in the mix wagon, goes a bit further. Job is a good one. So I will get this last load sold. We'll bring the New Holland back and get that put away. I will actually have a look, see if there are any more animals we can purchase, because it's been a few days. It said weeks then. Few days since we last, or I last checked. We'll see if there's any more Highlands we can buy, and any more of the others, to be fair. It won't hurt. And I will see you at the point we sell the dried corn, I think. So yeah, I'll see you whenever that might be. Just before now just 11:30 in December 3, and the dry corn is at a reasonable price. So we are going to sell it all 36,766 litres of the stuff. There we go. Right. Now I was headed to Flotman Grain for some bizarre reason, but then realised that I haven't actually still made the change that is required to the grain dry pack to allow it to sell at all the places. I really do need to get round to updating it at some point. There we go. Lovely. Should bring us in a fair little bit of money. I think it was about 990 something pounds per 1,000 litres. There we go. 36, yeah, near enough. 40 grand. 41, we'll call that. Right, let's park this up. We won't need it for a while. There we go. That'll do. And lights off, engine off. Park you. And I think that's it. No, not for this episode, don't worry everybody. But we are going to again just advance through the time. Might bring you back in if there's anything mildly interesting that happens. But yeah, other than that, see you in a few months. Well, we are into a new year and we have a problem. I've had a message pop up. We have a disease. So one of our sheep or goats has contracted foot and mouth. So 210234, you are gonna have to go. Don't even need to find you. We shall sell you £65 because one assumes that if you don't get rid, then it would spread. I don't really know, if I'm honest. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm not going to tab because I don't want to give away the surprise just yet. Well, not a surprise, it's more what we're going to do. So I shall head back to the farm and I will rejoin you very shortly. So we just need to do one more TMR mix, and that should then, yeah, that'll top those up. I think, yeah, they've still got meadow. They're getting through their meadow. That's fine. Nothing in that one. Jobs are good un. Right, so that's that lot done. Let's get that dropped down. There we go. Lovely. So, you may have just noticed when I was showing you the animal feeding that we've got quite a bit of slurry. So, in an attempt to, I guess, oh, where's there? Oh, there we go. An attempt to attach a bell spike. So in an attempt to sort of recreate a piece of kit that I have seen around these parts where one lives, we're going to do a bit of slurry spreading. Now, there we go. Right, they're ready. So let's grab the John Deere and we can go like that. Yeah, we go. So what I've done is it's not nefarious at all. I added money in. We've bought the equipment, and then we will pay a daily rate to use it. Simulating the fact that we are leasing the equipment from a contractor type scenario. I think that'll be fine. Although my bale moving skills have something to be desired. There we go. Right. So, yes, that is the plan. We're going to put a bit of slurry down on our grass fields. Now, I'm doing it because I don't want it to get full. Come on. We're saving. There we go. That's why. Drop that in. Come on. Come off the fork. There we go. Manure we've got. Haven't messed with that capacity because it's not attached to the barn. So I left that as it was. And I think it's a ridiculous capacity anyway. So that is fine. But we need to keep on top of the slurry. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I will get this feed done, and then we'll have a look at the equipment. And I don't think I did run it on my test save, basically just a cloned save of this one. And I don't think we managed to do the whole field, but it's a good start. Nevertheless, whichever. And yeah, it's fertilizer that we haven't got to pay for. So I will get this done, and I'll see you momentarily in our new borrowed, leased, partially owned piece of kit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beast. Haha. I do like the Holmer stuffs. I've gone for the detachable back and dribble bar, just because it holds a little bit more. So if we go this way and around here, we should be able to, 1, turn the beacons off now, and 2, unfold the beast. Now what I might do is, let's have a little think about this, shall we? We'll go for, it's 15-minute work, but that's fine. 2 headlands will be superb, because I don't think we're going to get that far. So let's find ourselves a decent point to start, which we'll do there. And we'll turn it on, and we'll lower it down, and off we go. And that is dumping it down. Lovely. Blooming marvellous. So yeah, it's been a while since I've actually, nearly a week I suppose, since I've done any recording. And in that time, Project Motor Racing has released, I'd say, go and use code CarTech, but I haven't got that privilege. So go and use code Disturbed if you're going to buy it. I mean, it's getting panned at the minute by some sim racers, I suppose you'd say. I mean, I don't really play racing games. I've done a bit of F124, I think. But yeah, so I was very lucky to be given a key to try the game, and I quite like it. Don't get me wrong, it frustrates the heck out of me. Track limits and AI being one. The AI just seems to like run on a scale extra, and if you're in the way, you're going off. And track limits seem a little bit sensitive. You know, if you're trying to get used to a game, and you know, the handling of the cars and all that lot, you want a little bit more leeway than it currently gives. But saying that, the sound of some of the vehicles, well, most of them, to be fair, sound pretty good. But they are just the sound models, I guess you'd say, sound files. They've got that spot on. They sound, most of them, and you listen to some people who probably know cars better than I do, and they go, that doesn't sound like that. I don't really care. With your headphones on, it's epic. Even if you don't drive particularly well, just having a quick, I had a quick run around in a Aston Martin something, and around Spa, so up going through Eau Rouge and all that lot. Wow. I mean, I stuffed it on the next corner, and went very, very wide through Eau Rouge, but it's just, the sound's phenomenal. Yeah, I just sit there with my headphones on, giggling to myself, because it really is good. And you know, people aren't going to like it, people will like it. It's the same with any game, isn't it? But yeah, hopefully they get a few things sorted. Even if with the track limits thing, they just give you the option to lower the severity of it. You know, sort of like relaxed, not so relaxed, strict, that sort of thing. That'd be one way I'd like to see it done. But again, I'm not a game dev. You don't know what the intention is of it. Is the intention to just make you practice, in effect? So yeah, who knows? I don't know. Right, we are done. So remember, we were at the top. So let's fold that up. Let's fold that up. Come on. Hold it. There we go. Super. Now, I guess I could have got one of the sort of, is it Garant? Sort of, almost like the slurry containers. But for where we are, it's just easier to drive back and forth. Now, I think we'll get, so that was one load. I think we'll get another four and a bit loads, I think. Now, we could, if we wanted to, look to put in a slurry buy point. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll see how much of the field we get done, and then we will go from there. So what are we, 21? Yeah, four and a bit more loads, I reckon. Right, I shall see you in a little while. So as we take the last 19 and a bit thousand litres out of the barn, I have plumbed in. We just head round here. I've plumbed in a slurry buy point. So what we should be able to do is hit R, and we can get slurry, or it's just, I thought it might be digestate as well. Sometimes they do that. But what's that going to cost us for a couple of thousand litres? 45 quid. Lovely. Super. We've actually done more of the field than I thought, which is not a bad thing at all. I mean, it hasn't gone massively far, but I suppose we have got 100 and something thousand litres, so job is a good one. Right, so I forget where we got to. Let's get, this is, oh, the side panel's not working. That's mildly annoying. Lumen thing. A lumen thing. Right, so if we head, we're going to need to be down here, aren't we? Can we see the, oh, it's gonna, I don't know why that's done that. We'll have to resort to the old keyboard. There we go. Great demand at Old Mill Grain. I don't think we've got anything. Let's just double check. Probably haven't got what the demand is either. No. We got nothing to sell. Yeah, so we've done all of the field to the left. There's 2 headlands. Then we've got the... Now, if I just do... Ah, ha, ha, brilliant. It's remembered it from before. Fantastic. Yeah, we've got... I don't know how many passes left to do, but... yeah, we're going to get it all done. We are going to get it all done, which is superb. Now, I think after this episode, I will get through to... March. Because we're going to put canola in field number 3. I think. Yeah. We'll do that. I reckon. Right, so we've already done over that bit. Job's a good one. Yeah, so I'll get through to March. Keep the cows going. We do have the auto milk sale in now, so that'll bring in a little bit of money through the months. I don't know why I'm reaching to my side panel again. That is really annoying. Never mind. First world problems, eh? Right, let's push on. And, yeah, do a bit more. And be back with you soon. Well, before we go and do a fill-up, I want to deduct 5k while I remember. So, remove 5,000. There we go. Super. So that covers us for this day's use, or this month's use. Right, we'll go around this way. Right, see you back in the field. I just did a full fill-up from the slurry buy point, and it cost us 550 something quid, which at 21,000 litres is pretty good value for money, I reckon. We don't have too many passes left, which is good. So I think I'm going to say thank you all very, very much for watching. Now, the next episode, like I say, we will get through to March, and we will be getting our canola in the ground, and then that is us done totally for planting. But yeah, thank you all very, very much for watching. Thank you very much to the YouTube channel members and the patrons. Your support is very, very, very much appreciated. If you wish to join any of those, then click the join button below the video, or follow the link to Patreon. And yeah, if you fancy it, it would be very much appreciated. Thanks all for watching. Take care. Welcome back to not quite March on Saxlingham, but I just wanted to show you how spectacular this map looks in the snow, and just sort of how it's not absolutely everywhere. I like that. I likes that a lot. There's a lot of thought gone into, like, you can sort of drive around the whole yard, and it looks like it's cleared itself. Anyway, so we are just hopefully, yeah, gonna have enough in the blower. Let's just knock that one in. Come on. There we go. To top up the straw to the max. Now, we've had a few lambs born. Yeah, so these ones. These are little babies. And a couple of bulls. So, it's not horrendous. How's this? 1,000? We might have to start getting rid of these, because yeah, we're putting a lot into the food, and they're not exactly going to do us anything. Well, they are going to do things, but we don't want them to. Right, so that's that full. We shall pop that back in. Let's fold up the old nozzle. There we go. This can live in here, not in the back of the chopper. Lovely. Right, that was it. That was all I wanted to show you. I shall now get another mix made up, probably in advance. And, oh, we've got a bit left, actually, so we can top that off. We'll make another mix, and then I will see you in March. You have got to be kidding me. This is how far we've gone. And it's just started raining. Right. We'll stop because, well, just because. And I'll come back to you when it stopped raining. Well, that's better. I couldn't believe that. We'd had a lovely morning. And it must have just been that 12 o'clock. Dunk. Shower. Never mind. This shouldn't, he says, take us too long to sort out. 2 headlands programmed in, tram lines programmed in, so job is a good one. Grab that round nicely-ish, and there we go. Yeah, ground's a little bit soft, not surprisingly, but we're travelling all right. We're travelling okay. I think we'll get away with it. So we're not going to get masses of what's the word? Grain. Grain? Is canola a grain? We're not going to get masses of canola off this field. However, it mixes things up a bit. We've got what have we got? We got 2 fields of wheat and 2 of oats, 3 of oats, sorry. So yeah, and by more luck than judgment, probably the tram line actually lines up with the field entrance for a change. Now, like I say, we won't get a lot. Well, we will get a bit, but we won't get masses. But whatever it is going to be better than sharp kicking the spuds. So that's my way of looking at it. Like it or not, there we go. Let's drag that to a boot there, and then we'll do a little bit of manoeuvring. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that we can be sort of doing, really. Make sure that follows some resemblance of where we want to be going. Yep. We've got the grain dryer, which is fine. We're going to have oats and wheat to go through that. The canola. Is there an oil mill? Maybe. I don't want to play Pallet Simulator, but I feel like there's something else that we could be doing to bring in some cash. Now, talking of cash, it's that's borderline for me. As you know by now, I like to have quite a bit of a float. There are contracts about. Let's just have a quick shufty. But fertilising, hoeing, some serious ploughing contracts, but they're just going to take hours. Little sowing one, stone picking no. So I'm hoping if we get through to like April, even maybe March 2, we might get some more. So that would be good, because we could do a few then. We could do a few, make a little bit of a montage. But what I'm thinking... Oh, that was what I was going to say. So at the moment we're averaging between... They average between, because that's not an average then, is it? It's a range. Our milk income is a range between... I think the highest I saw was about 1,500 quid. And then the lowest was about 750, something like that. So steady at the moment, I think, is probably one way to look at it. Now, I did say about looking to sell some of the young half bulls, so I think we'll give them a little bit, just bump the price up a smidgen, and then we'll take those to market. But yeah, I mean, we're not in a bad place, are we, really? It's probably taking 2 to 3 mixes of TMR a day at the moment. And that's only because, well, no, that's rubbish, isn't it? Let's just pick a line and go, shall we? We'll fill in the gaps afterwards. It depends on, you know, we've skipped a lot of time. Now, they're still going to eat the same amount. So what I'm saying is completely irrelevant, really. Yeah, I'm making 2 or 3 loads in one go is what I'm trying to say. So it's not horrendous. It's like 4 bales, a bucket of cut sugar beet, and we're done. Now that will get slightly more work intense, or labour intense, should I say, when we open the clamps. Because obviously that's bucketfuls, but if we get a 5,000-ish litre bucket, and that's only 2 loads, because that's what the bales are. So it might not be too bad. It might not be too bad at all. And I'm enjoying it, to be fair. We're not in a mad rush. Time-wise, alright, I've got it running at time 5 at the minute, but we can always turn that off if we need to. Turn it down, should I say, not turn off time. Although we can do that. But that would be a little bit naughty, wouldn't it? Let's steer past of it and then drop down. That should, yes, catch everything for that run. So yeah, that's probably a load of waffle that probably doesn't actually get us anywhere with the plan. I think what I'm going to do is just continue as we are. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, one thing that I have just remembered, and that was for seeing field number. I was just seeing how much more we'd got left to pay off. Field number 2. If we go to yeah, we need to spray field 2, 9, and 12. So, push control on this thing. So that's a job we need to do. Must not forget that, because otherwise I shall cry. Because that would be such a drop in yield. So I think the plan will be is to get this finished, grab the sprayer. We've got liquid fertilizer, I think. I'm doing pointing. I'm pointing. Not that you can see that. I'm pointing. And we will start the spraying process. I mean, it's going to take a fair while, because other than field 2? Yes, field 2. They are relatively big. So that's going to be a task to get done sooner rather than later. Mainly because so that I don't forget. But yeah, we'll get this drilled. We'll probably put the rolling on a worker. I know how much Connor likes my singing, and it wasn't a Christmas song this time. Yeah, we'll put the rolling on a worker. I went to do it again then. And we will grab the John Deere. I think we've still got the narrows on it, and I'll double check. And we'll get started with the spraying of the fertilizer. Just before I go and grab the roller, I'll show you just how close we were with the fert. So we got 171 litres left, 4%. So yes, very pleased that one didn't have to go and fill up, because that would have been a bit of a nuisance. So roller, We're okay for fuel. So, I think John Deere is on the header trailer? Or is it in the shed? I can't remember. I don't remember just seeing it. We'll have a look as we drive past. I can't remember the last time that I used it. It was probably for the herbicide spraying. So, yeah, it's in the shed. Super. Right. So now I know where that is. I can grab it. We will set this running on a worker. And then, yeah, get the old fertilising started. Tripping over my words. So we'd only got about 2,300 litres. So we may need to purchase some more for the other fields. I think we're going to be okay for in here. Looking at the rate she's going down. But, yeah, I'm glad I spotted this, because I know I said it in a previous episode that it would be a spring job. And, yeah, I'd need to... I'd forgotten. And my memory was awful. But, no, we'll get it done. And then that's everything done, I think. So, again, we could probably... I haven't looked at the used equipment for a while. See whether we could upgrade or... There's not much that we need. We'll have to have a look. Maybe we'll have a peruse another time. But for that we need cash. So we need to hope that the contract gods shine down multiple very, very lucrative, interesting contracts. Ploughing. Yeah. We could maybe run it in the background. But they're big fields. They are very big fields to plough, so it would be a long old job. Let's spin that around there. And then hit the activate button. I had no idea why my side panel stopped working. Previous episode now? Yeah. Just unplugged it, plugged it back in, and she were fine. I don't know, obviously things have got a little bit confuzzled. Which is, you know, we all get like that occasionally. Sometimes I get a bit more confused than I'd want. And probably a little bit far too regularly. It's just getting engrossed in things and not concentrating most of the time. But yeah, we are nearly 500 litres down. Yeah, so we're gonna have to outlay a wee bit more, but needs must, and we'll make a ton. We will make a ton off the wheat and the oats. So yeah, definitely worth it. You've got to. I don't know why I chuckled. You've got to love the lighting. It just, yeah. That's one thing that I think is so much better in FS25. Now, people may disagree, but we're all allowed an opinion. The fact that you can run... Alright, I know it's only 6 o'clock now, but it's early spring, so, you know, nights are starting to draw out. But the fact that you can run till, like, silly o'clock at night and still see what you're doing, you know, it's not, like, pitch black. I really do like that. I really, really does. So we're going to have more than enough fertiliser. I really don't know why I thought we wouldn't. I think what we'll do is we'll get this done. We'll head back to the farm, top the cows up, sleep. Yeah, we can sleep. Just checking that the canola wasn't going to germinate. But no, we're plenty of time for that. Super. Right, so let's turn that off and fold it up. There we go. Always fascinates me, these, what would you call them? Motions? It's not, well, it is the animation, but the mechanisms on these bits of kit. Oh, you beauty. Why is that so bright? There's me saying about the lighting, and I know I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. I think it's because some moron's got the lights on absolutely full pelt. Right. So, yes, we will sleeps. Check the cows, sleep, and then crack on with the other 2 fields, I think. So I shall see thee all in the morning. Well, it is March 2, and we've had another breakout of foot and mouth, but I've discovered you can actually treat it. Now, I can't remember how I spotted it, so I had the message pop up, ignore that, that we'd got new messages. And it says such and such 410213 contracted foot and mouth. And then I can't remember if I clicked on... Yeah, that was it, down here, foot and mouth. Status not treated. I thought, okay. Does that mean then that we can treat it? Now I need to remember how I did this. There we go. So we click on the I tab on the left, and then we go to diseases. So the disease is foot and mouth. The duration, I'm assuming that's the duration of the treatment, and it's going to cost us 250 quid a month. So we'll start that. Now, whether or not it spreads, I don't know if it's that, not clever, because that's the wrong wording, but if it works that way, I'm not too sure. The other thing that I spotted, yes, I know, when I was trying to work out how to remove the costs of monitoring, was the fact that they only produce wool in the warm months, which is very cool. And now it's going to probably just work out to be like, I don't know, April to August, something like that. But I'm guessing it's specified in that. So yeah, very, very cool. Now, the rolling is done. I had to go back and redo it because for whatever reason, it was skipping sort of, let's say, 5 foot every time. I went in, checked the working width, reset it, set it off again, and it was not having any of it. So I've done that as well. Now, we need to... they're all good. Meadow's going down, but that's fine. I put some hay up here. Water is good. These could do with a bit of a feed. Straw, they're fine. Look at the slurry again. Wowzers. And these are okay, quite relatively low on TMR, but the meadow is there, so that's all gravy. Right, so let's head to here. We will speed up the time a little bit because I want to show you how much money we get from milk. It's not going to be a lot, but nevertheless, it's better than nothing. So, in fact, actually, I will just show you. So you may remember that I mentioned that Eagles has done an edit to and it fixes the cost of milk. So that we put that in October. So it takes a year to sort of cycle through, but you can see from October, the price goes up and sort of sits steady then, which is good. So we'll keep plodding on. We'll keep plodding through. It just adds another level of I'm not going to say realism, but simulation to things. So let's get down here and park that up just about there. Right, so we're only gonna want 27, 25, 83. So we'll get 4 of each out because it won't hurt. Hay. Oh, we're getting a bit low on the old hay. How much have we got left? How much have we got left? Ooh, beauty. We could be doing some early hay, I think, at this rate. Let's get a light on the subject. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I've not looked at contracts yet. I was too busy checking out the foot and mouth situation. Right, let's just back that off there. Those lights are incredibly bright. There we go. Hello. Right, so put that down a bit, get that up there. Right. So I think what we'll do is we will let's have a quick think. Let's have a live think, shall we? Live but not live. We'll show you the milk price in about 11 minutes. Not 11 minutes, like actual. And then we will crack on. We'll advance. I know what we've got to do. I've slept since I last did the recording. We need to finish the spraying, don't we? That's fine. Good. Okay, so we have got something to do. I'm just being incredibly forgetful. So, ooh, hey. Lovely jubbly. There we go. And then we can spin round. You watch us not have any milk to sell now. I'm just dragging this out. Right, let's go and grab the beet bucket. So the only really... It's not even time consuming really, is it? It's the back and forth between beet shed and bale storage. But it's not horrendous. It's not horrendous. I don't actually think we need the light on. Because the reflection off of the lights onto the stainless steel of the bucket is relatively blinding. Huh? Right. No. Tab to... No. No. Yes. There we go. Right. So I said before, I think we were averaging 750-ish a month, or a day, should I say. But yeah, I'm very glad that I spotted that about the treatment, because I guess if we'd got one of our expensive cows, then yeah, that would be a real... Oh, £1,291. I'll have that. Thank you very much. Yeah, if it was one of the more expensive cows, you'd be really sort of annoyed, I guess, that you'd got to just get rid of it rather than treating it. So yes, anyway, right, I have rambled enough. So yeah, decent amount of milking. I will get this fed and then I'll see you up probably in a couple of hours time when it's a little bit brighter, up at one of the fields that we've got to fertilise. So I decided to start in field 12 and may have got a little bit carried away because if we have a quick look, you'll see I've done quite a bit of the field. Now I do apologise for that. I blame Mr. CDP. I was watching the mod review and I still need to finish the rest of it because it looks very interesting. The workshop by Lancey Boy looks very, very cool. I do like the old opening sections of the container. Looks very neat indeed. But yeah, I'll finish that in a little while. Now, if we put cruise control on, there we go. I was just looking. Now, I mentioned about the minor inefficiency in the TMR making. So I was having a quick peruse, and there is here a front loader attachment which would fit nicely on our other John Deere. So I'm tempted with that. I might we need to test to see if it will pick up 2 bales. Now it's a pretty big tractor, so I'm kind of hoping it would. And it's $3,000. So that could be worth a little test, maybe. Now, contracts I've not looked at, but yeah, very similar. Maybe a hoeing one could be done, and a fert one. If it depends how much fert we end up left with. Now I know that it does come with the contract, doesn't it? So, potentially a couple of little jobs there for us to do. Now, the other thing I was considering, and I can't remember what made me think of it. Oh, it might have been, again, going back to, let's try and squeeze around that corner there. Probably should have gone to the way around the field, but it was a Mr. CDP video again, one of his Let's Play ones. And I think he was on about chickens. I can't know again. Can you tell I slept? Can't remember if he's got them or he's going to get them. And I thought, oh, we haven't done chickens. Now, we don't yet have the food for them. But if we're going to have the wheat, then there's potential there for us to have an abundance of it, really. Now, I can't remember. Before we go too far, let's just do a little bit of cheaty. There, yeah, we need to go up there. What we could do, yeah, we'll go up there, do that, come back down, go that way, then we'll cut across. No, we won't. We'll fold up and come back round and then go up the main road. Let's turn that off so we can go a little bit quicker. Yeah, I was thinking about chickens. Now, I don't know where we would put them, or if there's indeed a plot of land that we could, like sort of here. Not going to put them here, but whether we could maybe clear off some of the... Ooh. We need to have a bit of a scout around, I think, to find a suitable location. Right, turn that back on, hit the old GPS, fill that bit in there. So, yeah, I'm thinking that might be a decent shout. I'll have to have a look in between episodes. Right, now we're going to have to go... I've done this such a arse about face way. Right. I shall get this done, and I'll see you in field number 9. I think it is. It is, yeah, field number 9. So we are into field 9, still on the first headland, and what I think I'm going to do, so I've been rambling quite a bit in this episode, so what I think I'm going to do is... we shall end the episode here. I will continue, get this field done. In fact, what I might do is actually go and do my little test that I was going to do with the front loader. We will try and pick up a couple of bales. And if that is successful, then we have improved our food making efficiency. Just nice and steady round there. There we go. Oh no, back on the line, come on. So that would be lovely, and I'll have a look around for an area for chickens. I mean, it might, daft as it sounds, it might be somewhere like off to our right in like a grove of trees maybe. And we won't see much of them, which suppose we don't really see much of the Highland cows, do we, to be fair? But, yeah, that might work. We might need to, like, do a little bit of creativeness with clearing some of the bushes out, potentially. But, and we'll need to get a bit of chicken food, i.e. wheat. But, yeah, that could be a decent idea. Now, what I might do is just have a bit of a look where, and then we can place it down in the next episode, I reckon. That, to me, sounds like a rather cunning plan. So, thank you all very, very much for watching. Massive shout out and thanks to the YouTube channel members and the Patreons. And I shall see you all in the next one. Take care. It works. Haha. So, as he mentioned, he being me, in the last episode, I was going to test this front loader and whether it would pick up the bales, etc. So, yeah, we're looking pretty stable. I have bought another bale spike fork thingy, and yeah, it's good. It works like a dream. I wasn't nervous, I suppose you'd say. It's probably the wrong terminology, but yeah, she's good. Wondered why it wasn't mixing. Oh, it is magically mixing. That's a bit random. There we go. Stick that on the back there. Jobs are good. Now it kicks in. Ah. So the reason for making this is we are topping up the Highland coos, just so there is plenty of food in there. So the other thing that I have done, which we will come to shortly, is, mind your head, is the fact that I have cleared a little bit of space for our new venture, which is chickens. We're going to get into some chickens. Now, the only thing I've done is cleared space. I haven't actually looked as to which, up down a bit, which pen to use. I think probably, let's get that going. There we go. We will use the fenceless ones, and then potentially put in some netting. I'm hoping that there is a fence type like that, because obviously once the chickens are in, they could potentially walk into the crop, in inverted commas. Now obviously they can't, but for the sake of a little bit of fencing, we can get that done. So yeah, that's where we are really. Yeah, I thought I had a quick look. I had a bit of a mooch around. I thought the area that I spotted in the grove on that sort of let's show you here, this area. So just sort of north of field 10. It is ideal. So I've cleared out the central trees. We've done a little bit of painting and decorating. Not even decorating, just a bit of texture painting. Just to put a bit more sort of, make it a bit more, no, it's not even homely, is it really? That's the wrong word. Well, I suppose it is homely for the chickens. So, let's get in here. Oh. Why is that still... Oh, I put it in before. I'd already put sugar beet in it. Right, we should be able to fix that with a bit more silage, hopefully. But luckily we have a front loader, so we don't need to get the telehandler. So, let me fix this, and I'll be back with you. Well, we're fixed. Job is a good one. I didn't think that was going to... I'd click that properly then. There we go. Like I say, there's probably no need to do this. Well, there isn't any need to do it really, but... and if all else failed, we could always move these, the Highlands to the other pasture. Couldn't be really. But whatever, it's fine. It gives me something to do and keeps me out of trouble. There we go. And whether they take all of that doesn't really matter. We will get through it somehow, some way. There we go. Ah, lovely jubbly. 98 litres left in the wagon. Right, let's get that shut. There we go. Job's a good one. I do like looking after the cows. Yeah, it's something that I don't know, some people, again, it's personal choice, isn't it? But yeah, I do rather enjoy it. Right, I think we could probably just leave you there for now. There we go. And let's go to here. And then we'll hop out and we'll head to the groove. Right, so let's just leg it. Super speed. Bump. And there we go, saving. So you'll see I've done a little bit of clearing in the clearing, made a clearing by clearing. Now we need to get out of here so we're not in the way. We also need to think of a way in, I suppose, which probably I should have thought of prior to, mind you, saying that. No, that's the roadside, isn't it? So if we were to go over here, do we have enough headland? We do, and I'm sure there's a field entrance here. All will become clear in a moment. There we go. Yeah, so if we were to lose that bit of bush, we don't even need to do that, to be fair. We could come down the main road, in here. We can then go along this way. And if we put the feed trough here, that could work and then go off that way, I think. I think what I'm going to do is remember to save, because this might go terribly wrong. Right, so if we just move back a touch. So, into the old construction menu neo. Cows, horses, no. Pigs, no. Sheeps, no. Chickens. Right. So you can do a fenceless one, which is good. Let's just... fences. Let's take a look. So we could use that metal... no, I don't really want to use that. Let's have a look. That's all a bit high. I thought there was a low sort of mesh one. There we go, there is. That's good. Okay. So that'll work. Job's a good one. Right. Back to animals. Chickens. Here we go. Right. So, cannot be placed here. So we want to be that way round. Let's have a look how this would work. Overlaps with another object. But it's going to, isn't it? I think we're going to have to do it this way and then possibly just make a little bit of an entrance through. So let's, if we go there, like that, no, I think possibly there. Yes, please. And then we can take this right up around here. No. Keep pressing the wrong button lately. So where did we... well, I can't work out if we're restarting or what. No, I don't think we are. There we go. The only thing with this is you can't really see what you're doing. And I'm sure that this is absolutely thrilling viewing for you all. But needs must. So then if we come back down to here and that, what? What's gone on there? What the? What is? Huh? 400. There's no way that you could. 426 chickens in that. Okay, I was expecting it to. I don't really know what I was expecting, to be fair, but right, where's the old animal dialogue? There we go. Oh, now this is the only issue. All the chickens are crap. Maybe chickens wasn't such a good idea with realistic livestock. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get some. We're not obviously going to get the disease ones, but Fast Gypsy. Yeah, the health and that is awful. Any decent ones at all? That can't be right, surely. Maybe that's just the way they are. Don't really know, to be honest. So I'll I'll have a bit of a faff and we'll see how we get on. So rather handily, and I'd never used them before, there are filters that you can actually apply that move the sort of, that means you can just select the ones that are either like high or you however you want to play it really. So we'll do that and confirm. So then if we select all, no, we don't want to select all, do we? How many do we want? We don't want roosters. We can sort. Now what we could do, I think, is, so we'll go female. We'll go high on all of these. There we go. High to extremely high. Confirm that. And then what we can do is select all by selected. Yes, that's better. Perfect. Okay. Then if we come back into here, it will have, that's right. Okay. So then we'll get that one and that one. Oh, and by the way, I did reset the dealer. There we go. Right. So it has worked that they sort of go all out. Let's go to light mode. Okay, maybe we just need to tart this area up a little bit then, because that's worked. Okay, super. Right, I'm gonna have a little bit of a play and make ourselves a way in here, put a bit of a fence up potentially, and yeah, I will come back to you. Well, I'm actually quite pleased with this. There is a strategically placed tree there. For some reason, the fences didn't want to join up, and I couldn't stand to look at that every time we came in. I've put a little shed down, and there's a few bales in there just to add a little bit of, I don't know, shelter, I suppose is the word, isn't it, for the chickens. The fencing, I don't think we'll ever financially recover from that. That is ridiculously expensive. And for some reason, I don't know why I haven't got the free landscaping in. That would have helped with costing, but whatever. We'll make it back. So think what we need to do is probably buy some chicken food. So, for that we will need... how can we do this? Trailer and a tractor. Right, oh, we finish this first? Yeah, right. Let's get this job done. Actually do a little bit of farmering. Are we on? We're on. Activate that bad boy, and off we go. Yeah, let's get this done. We'll grab a trailer, head up to the store. I don't think there's any buy. Oh, could we buy it from our one on the farm? No, that's a bit too. That's a wee bit too cheaty, even for me. So yeah, we'll get the trailer, and we'll go and get ourselves a load of chicken food. Now I think it takes 12,000 litres, so yeah, I'd be absolutely fine. I don't think. No, don't need. I don't think it needs water. I don't think chickens need water. Do chickens need water? Do chickens drink? Who knows? I am not an expert on chickens. So let's get this done, because I'm well aware that we're already about 12-13 minutes in, and yeah, the farming has kind of taken a bit of a back seat, but that's not a bad thing. At least we're doing something a little bit different. Well, different for us anyway. Well, I know we're not at the shop, but I've taken 2 fertilising contracts and 2 ploughing contracts. Fertilising, we're going to get that done on workers. Now, you should start on the headlands, shouldn't you? Oh. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just make sure it's going to do its thing. Yes, look at that. So I've turned off automatic application rate, and it's set at the lowest possible one. So that'll use, hopefully, next to no liquid fert. And hopefully we'll get both done out of that tank. So we'll see. If we don't, we don't. It is what it is. And then we want to find... Oh, fast track's up at the... What's it, isn't it? Let's grab... What haven't we used for a while? What haven't we used for a while? I'll tell you what, we'll take the Fent. We'll take the Fent for this job, and then we can actually probably use this for the ploughing as well. So... I don't think it matters that it's got the silage sides on. That will be fine. There we go. Right. We will head to the store. There we go. And beacon's on. We shall purchase some wheat chicken, which is basically just chicken food. Chicken food, which is basically just wheat. And then we'll get that to the chickens. We'll grab the Dondi and, yeah, start some ploughing. Right, final bag. That was pricey. They better start laying some eggs sharpish. Now, I don't know if it's how it works, really. Well, I do. Chickens lay eggs. But what I mean is... I haven't really thought this through. Oh, no, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're this side, aren't we? No, we're not. Yeah, we're... No, we're good, we're good. Yeah. We'll have to see. It's not hit and miss, but anything I am mildly concerned about is if I've left room for the pallets to spawn with the fence that I've put in and all that lot, but time will tell. So if we sneak... oh no, we'll be alright. We'll be fine. Through the bush, along the side of the field, and then I think we're probably going to want to reverse in. I don't exactly make my life easy for myself, do I? So let's see if we can turn around enough. That's better. Aha! Almost like it was planned. And then reverse this way. Come on. Come on, trigger. Get in. Be sure it was 12,000 litres. Let's have a look. Chickens. Perfect. Don't need water. Job is a good one. So, okay, well, we need to wait for obviously their health to go up, and then we'll see what the crack is, I guess. That's good. Okay, right. Set trailer back. I don't know why I keep going to trailer. Did I clip a bit of the crop? Oh. Right, we'll take the trailer back. We will grab the plough. I don't think I said we'd do anything else. And then we'll go and start making some money because, yeah, we've got the rest of today, tomorrow, to make some cash because we've got the payments going out, which will probably halve what we've got in the bank at the moment. So, yes, a little bit of work and a little bit of graft is needed to, to make sure we've got enough cash. I mean, we have, but it's worryingly low. Now, I can honestly say I've got no idea where I'm going. My assumption is that it's this way. This is all the yards on here are so nicely set out. Really, really are. Right. This is us, isn't it? So, let's get... What was this? What was this that wasn't half? Sugar beet. Oh, Walter. Walter with your withered beets. Right. Beacons off. I think here is as good as any. Let's just get... we'll go for 44. Headlands will be enough. Don't think we need the... We'll just put the lines on for now. We can always hide them then. So... Yeah, let's go. No point in standing on ceremony. We can start. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. Woo. There we go. On that one there. And lower down. And off we go. There, I've not taken the huge ploughing contracts. More of a time thing. They're like an evening job, you know, when you can sort of just either set it running and then, you know, almost forget about it. There we go. But yeah, a small-ish one like this is perfectly acceptable to be doing right now. Jobs are good. Has it got a really weird curve? Yes, of course it has. There we go. That's better. Now we know where we're going. So yeah, as I was saying, those big jobs, if I'm going to do it myself, would be an evening job. You know, sit there and just plod along. But to do that sort of task when you're trying to make a video, and this will actually be the third one this week, it just doesn't work. It's not the best use of time, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is why we've gone for the smaller ones and then set off some decent sized fur ones, to be fair, on a worker. So yeah, that's my logic. Right, so that lower down and go. Right, I shall crack on. I'm going to have to move the spraying rig shortly, but that's made relatively short work of that, which is good. So yeah, soon the cash will start flowing. Well, both FERT contracts are finished, and we are 97% on the old flowering. So what I'm hoping is that if we go... we'll head down that end, and we'll come back up, do the top end there, and then we can finish off like just by where we started, I think that'll work. Roughly. Incredibly roughly. But yeah, I think we ended up... when I looked at a simple inspector, there was about 600 and something litres left in the sprayer. So, not too shabby. Now, if we position this right, are we going to catch everything? Who knows? Let's lower down and see how we get on, shall we? Oh, we can wipe it here. Oh, not quite. That's not far off though, really, is it? There we go. Right, spin that back across there. There we go. Keep it relatively neat. We'll complete on the contract and it'll all go thunk anyway, so yeah. Go and lift that out of there. Ooh. Mind the tree, not mind the gap. Mind the tree. Right. Down to the end. And not quite sure how we're going to do this bit, but I'm sure I can work it out. That way along. I tell you what, let's go. Oh, we'll go this way. It's just easier, isn't it? It's just easier. Right, lower down, drive forward. There we go. Right, I shall get this one done. We should collect on... oh, there we go. We should collect on this one and the 2 spraying jobs. There we go. Right, I need to sort of turn around in this little tight space, which is going to be probably easier said than done. And then we'll head to field 47, which I think is slightly bigger. But, yeah. Not too bad, not too shabby at all. Try not to... we might as well carry on recording this, because for pure comedy value, if I get stuck. Haha! But I didn't, because I am a genius driver. Yeah, righto. Right. See you in field 47. Well, there's probably actually not a great deal in it. I think the shape is probably easier to deal with on this one. Not that the other one was horrendous, to be fair. But size-wise, probably relatively similar, I think. Just going to be longer runs, which is good. And at least I think David owns this field. At least he managed to get his crop of sugar beet off of the field. Now, we're going to keep going. I have collected the 3 contracts. As you will see, the money is looking a little better. Let's put it that way. There we go. Ooh, I'll leave a little bit more at this end, just to give ourselves a little bit of turning room. We will keep on. There we go. The headland. Now I did refresh the contract to see if any of the fertilising ones came up. I haven't actually retrieved the John Deere yet. I need to do that at some point, otherwise I will forget where it is. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna be... I forget what this one was. Would this one bring us in? Let's have a look. Another 7 grand. Big fields. Big fields. I think what we'll do is we'll crack on with this one. We'll get this one done and finished. Then, by the time we've done this, at the rate we're going with time, it will be time to sleep. Time to give up for the day and rest. So we'll be into March 3 and we'll see if anything changes on the contract front. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No, there's nothing we can do about it, really. April, I'm hoping that the grass is fully grown, ready to be mown. Because, as we saw in one of the previous episodes, the hay supply is starting to dwindle. So we could do with, and I don't want to have to buy it because that's just ridiculous. So we'll take a look in April, I think. April seems okay. Me for making hay? I don't know. It's the game, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna get too what's the word? Over analytical on how and when we're doing things, you know. Hey, in October, November, ridiculous. But April, yeah, I can get my head around that. So that is going to be the plan, I reckon. So I am going to crack on with this, and I will bring you back in a little while when we're not far off finishing. And yeah, I mean, the only other thing as well with, if we were to do the big ploughing contracts, is the labour fees. Now, alright, probably a couple of hours worth of work, but I don't know, yeah. If you can't tell, I'm a little undecided on the matter. Well, the light is slowly deserting us, so I think the plan is going to be that, let's just, I can't do two things at once, people. I can't talk to you coherently. Added that in. And make sure we get this lined up properly. There we go. And we're on. Right, so I think the plan is going to be, I'm going to finish this off a camera, and then we'll claim that, and that'll take us to, what, 80 something? 80, what are we at a minute? 7, add 7 to that, so 81, 82 grand-ish. Go back, I'll feed the cows, and then I'll sleep. Now, depending on whether there's any contracts come up in March 3, will depend on whether I see you in March 3. Or there may be a montage. We'll see. Failing any of that, we'll be into April, where hopefully the grass will be ready. And I say ready, it's probably ready now, but we want to be right at, mind the tree, the maximum growth state. So I think that is a plan. So it's a little bit up in the air, but not too much really. I mean, it's only a couple of days or a day's difference either way. So go there, lower down, drive forward and go. Why? What the Ellie? Oh. Bloody headlands and the bonky corner bits. Right, lose the lines, lower down, and go. So yes, that is my plan. But yeah, I think this one's going to be called Chickens and Contracts, or Contracts and Chickens. Probably Chickens and Contracts. Significantly more time spent on the chickens, it feels like, but I quite enjoy doing it. It's nice to get something to blend into an area of the map without completely ripping it up. think that's why I quite like doing the stuff that we've done so far with the pastures. You know, it's an existing area. We're not destroying anything too much, at least. So yeah, I've quite enjoyed it. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Big thank you to the YouTube channel members and the Patreons. And I shall catch you all in the next one. Take care.